and with Vancouver throwing from left to right.
Both in the blue.
So scoreless at the moment inside the opening minute. And here we have Claire Nesbitt on this near side, goes down the middle, looking to try and find that opening goal. Comfortably saved by Bryce Parker. Parker playing in the centre with Mason Smith and Peter Parson beside him. Claire Nesbitt is joined by Doug Ripley. And here is Doug Ripley going from the far left to this near side, throwing from left to right. Doug Ripley was part of the men's Canadian team. He went to the Paralympics in Rio in 2016. Nick Gentleman is
They probably will know each other. They have played against each other. They will probably understand the game better than any other team in the tournament.
It'll be really interesting to find out who scores first, who makes that first, lands that first punch.
Because really the fight is for the third and fourth place in the tournament. The choosing who will fight Sporting and Sassy in the semi-finals. And I was playing with you first on the previous game, and I was teasing you about who you prefer to play against, if São Paulo or Sporting, and it's a really tough decision.
Really tough. I'm not too sure who I'd pick, really. It's, and Sassy are undefeated and have won all their games, but Sporting are a tough team.
So to our viewers in Canada, good morning. It's 5 a.m. in Vancouver, 8 a.m. in Quebec, 1 o'clock in Lisbon.
So 0-0 so far. Here is Glenn Nesbitt. In fact, it was Doug Ripley from that far left-hand side, a cross-court effort. Mason Smith has made a big impact in games. Going to try and strike first. Mason Smith getting the nod to start the game. Oh, and it's Mason Smith who strikes first for Quebec. 1-0. Mason Smith with the opening goal.
And they rejoice.
They do. Mason Smith, who has played a huge part in the games so far, has sometimes been a difference maker for Quebec. So both of these teams have victories over Brussels, but it's Vancouver who are currently in the third position with the -5 goal difference. Quebec on -16. But both of these teams have 3 points to their name, so a win for either team would put them above the other. And it'll be interesting to find out the mindset and what the two teams are thinking heading into this game, because the person who finishes fourth will play Sassy, who are undefeated and have only conceded 9 goals, quite remarkably. Interestingly, both the teams, the women's and the men's for Sassy, have conceded 9 goals, the lowest score, lowest conceded goals.
Great defense that they have. I was talking with the coach of Sassy, which is here already in the venue to play with the women's next, I think. No, it's the next game. Yeah, the next game against Sporting, and he was really excited to try this venue, and he was telling me that afterwards he will try to train with the men's before the official games tomorrow, because he thinks it's the field is different, so they need to understand the sound and the tactics that they need to implement tomorrow for the games of the semi-finals. because the men's team will not play a game today in the new venue, because the game that they would play it would be with Punjab from Pakistan, and they are not here sadly due to visa issues on the flight to Lisbon. So the men's team, the first time that they will play an official game in this venue, it will be a semi-final with one of these teams, with Quebec or Vancouver.
And of course, you'll be watching to eye up the opponents and find out their tactics and strengths and weaknesses.
I just check the trainer is over there, the coach is over there watching this game, so he's watching both of the teams and trying to understand who will play against him tomorrow.
So at the moment, just under 5 minutes gone and only one goal separating the two teams. Quebec leading through that Mason Smith goal. Both defences holding up really strong at the moment. So Mason Smith just hands over responsibilities to Peter Parson, playing on the right of the three on that far side. He goes down the centre, save in the middle by Vancouver. Here is Doug Ripley going cross court towards Mason Smith on this near side. Mason Smith will have the opportunity to respond. He goes down the centre, again a comfortable save. Now here is Blair Nesbitt. Good work in the centre by Bryce Parker. Parker has been playing in the centre of the three when he's been on the court. Bryce Parker, cross-court efforts from Peter Parson. Here is Blair Nesbitt on this near side, throwing from left to right, trying to get it past Mason Smith, but Smith holds and defends strong. Smith goes across the court, just pushed around the post by Doug Ripley, in probably the brightest pair of trainers we've had on the court at any one point. Those orange, luminous
They
orange.
almost have LED lights in it.
Quick reply down the centre from Bryce Parker is saved. Here is Blair Nesbitt with the effort, but falls into the path of Bryce Parker. Mason Smith just walks over to this near side, takes a breath and throws the ball down the centre. Can't get it past. At the moment, it's almost just the two defences are cancelling each other out at the moment. Only the one goal separating Mason Smith. Could this be the equaliser? No. Quick reply from Bryce Parker down this near side, saved. Well, both of these teams play in local tournaments when they can, and the Vancouver, they have an annual tournament called the Vancouver Grand Slam that they play in, and it will be returning in March. First time since the COVID pandemic. Whereas Quebec have playing the Montreal Open. They'll be playing in the Montreal Open in January. And both of these teams just showcasing their top qualities, and that's the top quality from Blair Nesbitt.
So we come back to a tie.
1-1. We can't separate the two teams, and a timeout being called by Quebec. As the head coach, Natalie Seguin, makes her way out onto the court. So what a piece.
Yeah.
With 5 minutes remaining of this first half, we can't separate the two teams.
Lower on goals, this venue. This venue doesn't produce as many goals as we saw in Odivelas, I think.
That's interesting. I'm not too sure if that is down to the venue or just the matchups themselves.
I think that the matchups, of course, and I think that they are trying to understand this new place.
Yeah.
All the teams will need to engage with the new place. New acoustics, new floor, different environment, less cold. I believe that it's an environmental thing.
Final 5 minutes of the first half. Here is Doug Ripley. touching the post, the left post on that far side of the court, goes down the centre, saved by Bryce Parker. Parsons launches one down the centre, saved. Good save. Here is Blair Nesbitt who will take over on this right-hand side, although he goes down the centre, he goes across court as the ball spins away to that far right side. It's saved by Parson. Parson will now have the opportunity to respond. He's just slightly right of centre, takes a run up, goes down the centre as it drifts out to this near side. Quick reply to Blair Nesbitt down the middle. Again saved by Bryce Parker. So both of these teams searching for their second win of the GoalBall Club World Cup. So the winner of this game, or Vancouver, if they draw, will take on Sporting in the semi-finals. Ball played forward by Mason Smith down the centre, saved. It really is a battle of the defences at the moment. Both teams really defending well. There's Blair Nesbitt who goes down the middle. Bryce Parker's there to stop the ball going any further. He's really mopping up in front of the top of the orientation area. Peter Parsons now responds down this near side of the Vancouver goal. A quick reply down this near side touchline is wide of the left post. 3 minutes remaining of this first half, only the 2 goals. It's hard to separate the two teams.
Everything is equal as we started. A tie, 2 teams, the results are the same. But it's not for not trying, because they are trying.
Yeah, you can almost tell there's sort of a good sort of friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
They want to win, but they want
It's
to
a
win.
friendly game.
Yeah.
But with the goal to
Yeah.
to win.
Yes.
The only big difference in the jerseys of the both teams, it's a small green stripe under the arms,
Armpit.
armpit zone. Both of them wear blue in the same color and black shorts.
Here is Blair Nesbitt on this near side on the right. Can't get past Mason Smith. Smith diving and using his feet. He's back up now, standing, and flings the ball down the centre. Good power and pace to the throw by Mason Smith. He is the scorer of the goal for Quebec. On a good save from Smith. Judged that throw really well and just almost pushed the ball round the post. Peter Parsons is going to respond. He's now over a right of centre position, goes down the middle, the ball just bobbles and it's saved off the line after a combination of Ripley and Nesbitt. Ripley now to respond down the middle. A timeout equipment check as Blair Nesbitt just needs to tie his shoelaces. Mason Smith down the middle, good save by Nesbitt. Just sliding to his left. Throw played forward and Bryce Parker's there to collect the ball in the front of the orientation area, gives it to his right to Parsons, who goes diagonally towards this near post. Timeout called by Vancouver with just over a minute to go. And only 2 goals. It's one of our lowest scoring first halves or halves of goal we've
Probably
had.
the lowest.
Yeah.
We had a lot of goals in the last few matches. But it's a different match, I think. The Battle of the Brothers, it's supposed to be gentleman-like. And we have a gentleman.
We do. We have Nick Gentleman, who is in the squad of Vancouver.
So we were playing before the start of the game, saying that the battle of the brothers only in KuriakosTV. But it's not a bloody battle. It's a gentleman's battle.
With one ambition, and that's an ambition to win.
Yeah, everybody wants to take the best of this championship.
Here is Peter Parson. Gives the ball actually to Bryce Park, who goes down the centre, saving down to the right. So into the final seconds of this first half. Doug Ripley looks to go down that far side touchline, gathered by Parsons. Parsons just stands and leans on the crossbar, flings it forward. Replies down the centre.
20 seconds to go on the first half. No mercy on this one.
No, I think we can safely say this game is going the distance. And there's a second for Vancouver just before the break. What a big goal that could be for Vancouver. Blair Nesbitt just before the half-time break.
That's perfect for the half-time morale.
And that is half-time, and what a big moment that could be in the match between these two clubs from Canada. It's Vancouver who are leading by 2-1. That goal from Blair Nesbitt just before the break makes a big difference just before half-time. That
would change the position of both of teams.
It could. It also could change slightly the dynamic of the team talk for Lisa Odland of Vancouver. I'm sure she will know that, of course, that Quebec can easily come back into this game, but only 3 goals. It's a low-scoring opening half, one of the lowest-scoring halves of GoalBall we've had so far. But it's Vancouver who edge in front just before the break. So we have 2 games to come after this one.
Yeah. After this one, it's going to be a great game. Sporting against CESI de São Paulo in the women's tournament. It would probably be one of the greatest games of today. So, great expectations, and the crowd is gathering, preparing themselves for the big match. And you can also join us, because the venue is open to the public. Now in Portuguese, I will try to say it in Portuguese. I will try.
I think you can.
O próximo jogo é o Sporting contra o CESI de São Paulo, jogo para o torneio feminino, para a Copa Feminina, e o pavilhão está aberto ao público, portanto quem estiver aqui perto de Lisboa pode juntar-se a nós e vir assistir a estas emoções do melhor goalball mundial. As always, the teams won't change field, and as always, the volunteers are verifying everything in the field, cleaning up, changing the stripes to everyone can feel where they are and positioning themselves perfectly on the field. Thirty seconds to go, and the train will leave, and we will play GoalBall again. This time we feel that we are in a train station. We can only play between trains. When a train arrives, you stop. When the train leaves, you can play.
Yeah, it's an interesting
horn
sound. Yeah, really interesting. So we're just about to get this second half underway.
So let's play GoalBall. Jorge, neste momento o Québec está a perder por 2-1 com o Vancouver. Os canadianos jogam entre si, Québec contra o Vancouver, e o Vancouver vence por 2-1. Um grande abraço para os nossos espectadores brasileiros e relembrá-los que daqui a pouco voltaremos com o CSI de São Paulo a jogar contra o Sporting, desta vez na categoria feminina do torneio.
So substitution is confirmed as Peter Parson comes off for Quebec and Bruno Ashi comes on. The Canada men's captain. He's going to throw first in this second half, and it's pushed wide. Mason Smith does well just to parry the ball, has a smile on his face, puffs his cheeks, and throws down this near side, trying to find the pocket of the goal, but it's saved by Blair Nesbitt, and he fires back at Smith, and he saves. Timeouts called by Quebec.
Already?
Maybe just wants a different tactical
Adjustment.
feel to the adjustment to this second half.
It could be that he took the ball in his mouth, so to refocus and because he could be hurt. The ball is heavy and it hurts.
Ashi on that far side, it's saved. Mason Smith now on this near side. Goes down the near side touchline, it's blocked out. Big save by Bryce Parker, he responds quickly. Doug Ripley goes down the middle of the court, comfortable for Bryce Parker. Quick exchange of throws, saved by Bruno Ashi on that right side, the right of the three. So Quebec, mind throwing from right to left, with Vancouver throwing from left to right. Here's Bruno Ashi, the captain for Canada, with a powerful throw down that far side. It's comfortably saved in the end. And now Blair Nesbitt will look to try and respond. Nesbitt with a bouncing, awkward one that goes over Bryce Parker. It's 3-1 to Vancouver, and it's the first time we've had one of these teams really assert their authority onto the game. 2-goal advantage now for Vancouver. They lead by 3-1.
So Vancouver is taking off.
Mason Smith down the middle of the court, blocked by Doug Ripley. Ripley now with an awkward one. It's bouncing throw that's saved by Bruno Ashi. He started on the bench, he's come on at the half time, trying to make an impact. Quick reply from Ripley down that far left touchline. Ashi now. The cross-court effort that's just hung on to by Blair Nesbitt, who puts his right hand on top of the crossbar, crouches down and launches the ball down this near side. Good save by Smith. So Doug Ripley with the 9 goals for Vancouver. He's the top scorer for Vancouver, as Bruno Aschi is the top scorer for Quebec. Both out onto the court at the moment, looking to try and make the difference. Ball that just skims along the surface is wide of the right post. Doug Ripley goes down that far right side and is blocked out of play. And Aschi with the response. Doug Ripley with the block. Just under 9 minutes to go. A reminder that both of these teams have made it through to the semi-finals. Tomorrow, the final day of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup. This game will decide who will play either Ceci SP or Sporting in the semi-finals. As it currently stands, Vancouver will be playing Sporting in the semi-finals. Quebec will be playing Ceci SP. Exchange of throws between Nesbitt and Bryce Parker. Nesbitt now is going to launch one down this near side. Oh, it's tipped past the post. It skims the post on this near side. Crucial save from Mason Smith that keeps Quebec still within touching distance of Vancouver. Aschi with the throw. Is Blair Nesbitt. Doesn't have the power required. I don't think he just got the technique of that throw quite right. It's comfortable for Bryce Parker. Mason Smith, he's their main outlet, is Smith. They need something special from Mason Smith to get them back to level terms. Aschi now with a diagonal throw to this right side.
Seven minutes and 15 seconds to go.
And Vancouver at the moment are winning the battle of the two Canadian clubs.
The battle of the brothers, only on KuriakosTV.
Mason Smith, a diagonal throw that's wide of the left post.
So on our left, it's happening the coin toss for the Sporting Ceci São Paulo. The assistant coach of Sporting Club is tying the cost. It's coin tossing with the trainer of Ceci de São Paulo for the next game that you can watch here with us on YouTube.
Yeah, it's certainly a game that we'd recommend you watching. It's going to be a really good one, and it's tipped off the crossbar now. That could be the biggest save of the game, as Vancouver, if they'd gone to a 4-1 lead, might have felt that the game was in the bag, but Quebec are just holding on. Bruno Aschi. Now Quebec just need to get this next goal. And we would be set up for a Fantastic final quarter. Oh, but it's Vancouver who strike. They came close moments ago. They now have that 4-1 lead, and they feel that they are closing in on the victory. It would be their second win of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup.
Oh.
So just under 6 minutes remaining, the final quarter of this Canadian battle, and of course there is a chance that we'll have the second instalment of the Canadian derby if the two teams meet in the bronze medal match. And a penalty given here against Blair Nesbitt, so a chance now for Quebec to try and reduce that gap to just 2 goals. And the responsibility has been handed to Bruno Hashi, the Canadian national team captain. He scores, emphatic finish.
There's the goal.
4-2. They've just clawed themselves back to within touching distance of Vancouver. Doug Ripley just slowly working his way to the far left side of the goal, and he's going to throw down the centre, saved by Bryce Parker. Still plenty of time left in this game to try and get themselves level. Quebec, and here's the man to do it, Mason Smith. Oh, and he just tips it onto the post, and he can't squeeze it past Doug Ripley. Ripley does well. Ripley's going to respond now down that far side of the court. Well, Mason Smith.
The coach put their hands in his head, saying, "Oh my God!"
So close. A timeout given. Vancouver take the timeout with just under 5 minutes remaining of this second half. Vancouver leading by 4-2.
Now that's the moment I would be a fly if I could. And go and listen what they are telling. In this case, I would understand because I speak English, so I would understand what they are saying. Because I'm really curious. Well, what would they say? Keep this strategy, change the strategy, do something.
Well, from Vancouver's point of view, they have that 2-goal advantage. It's a low-scoring affair. Both defences have been relatively on top in this game.
But they can't lose their focus on the defense because it could change. There's a lot of time to change it.
And that effort off the post from Blair Nesbitt. Here is Bruno Hashi now, trying to find a way through. No substitutions as yet for Vancouver. Bruno Hashi now with his effort saved. Blocked by Blair Nesbitt. Oh, and it's deflected in off Bryce Parker, and a look of dejection of Bryce Parker as it ricochets off his body and goes in, and Vancouver now have that 3-goal advantage restored. They lead by 5-2. So some words of encouragement from Peter Parson on the Quebec bench. Coming into the final 4 minutes of the game between these two teams from Canada.
If Quebec wants to stay in the game, they really need to score in the next few moves.
Yeah, they need to. If there's going to be another goal, they need to get this next goal. Otherwise, a sixth for Vancouver would put them nearly out of reach. Down that far side touchline, saved by Doug Ripley. Ripley now with that response. Nesbitt with the effort. It's an awkward one that's dealt with well by Mason Smith. Smith now with the response down that far left-hand corner. Doug Ripley with the opportunity to throw back, and it's an awkward one again, saved by Bryce Parker. Mason Smith now on this near left-hand side. He's going to go down the centre. He just couldn't get past Doug Ripley. Bruno Ashe now just coming out to this near side. He goes towards this near corner. Big save by Mason Smith, diving to his left. He's had a solid game as Mason Smith, attacking and defensively. Oh, and it was nearly so close to a third for Quebec. I think that was a false indication for 10 seconds. Here's Bruno Ashe going down this near side, saved down to the right by Blair Nesbitt. Into the final 2 minutes. And Vancouver lead by 5-2, make that 6. It's 6-2 now to Vancouver, and the win is almost theirs with 1 minute and 40 seconds left remaining. Here is Mason Smith trying to break through this Vancouver defence. Oh, and in fact, Mason Smith has given away a penalty here. And it's an opportunity now for Vancouver to claim their 7th with just over 90 seconds remaining. Is the opportunity going to be taken? It is. It's 7-2. And Vancouver have just motored in this last 30 seconds. Ashe now looking to respond, pushed past the post by Blair Nesbitt. And timeout has been called by Vancouver under 90 seconds remaining of this second half. And we have 2 more games coming up for you. And next we go to the women's, and we have Sporting CP taking on Ceci SP, the top 2 teams of the Women's World Cup. Currently, Sporting are top of the women's group on goal difference. Both of the teams have 9 points. Sporting top on goal difference, so it's going to be a fascinating game between those 2 teams. Oh, and it's just tipped over the crossbar by Bryce Parker. Doug Ripley on that far left corner. It's an awkward effort that's saved by Bruno Ashley. He fires one forward down to this near side, and it's set into the back of the net. Quebec have one back with just over a minute remaining of this second half. Saved by Mason Smith. The ball just rolls across the orientation area of Quebec. Quebec are going to fire back. A cross-field effort is saved though. Aaron Prevost is going to come on for Vancouver. He's replaced by Doug Ripley comes off. Number 7, Aaron Prevost comes on.
So there are 54 seconds to go. Vancouver wins 7-3 against ASA Quebec. With this result in mind, our semi-finals will be what?
Okay, so moving forward to the semi-finals tomorrow, we will have Vancouver taking on Sporting and Quebec taking on Ceci SP. It'll be the 2 semi-finals.
So the Canadians are against really hard teams next. The good news is that they will play again, at least 2 times, because they will play the semi-final and they will play the final or the bronze finals.
Correct.
So we'll see them again.
Final 20 seconds then. Quebec have put up a fight against their Canadian counterparts, but Vancouver just been too strong on this occasion. Here's Bruno Hashi now down the far side of the court, saved to the left by the substitute Aaron Prevost. Now Aaron Prevost comes on, and that is full time in the battle of the 2 Canadian teams, and it is Vancouver who are victorious by 7-3.
Terminamos aqui a transmissão deste encontro de irmãos em que o Vancouver vence o Quebec por 7-3. Voltamos dentro de aproximadamente 15 minutos para o Sporting Ceci de São Paulo para encontrarmos os finalistas na categoria feminina desta World Cup jogada em Lisboa. Bradley, we'll be back in 15 minutes.
15 minutes, and it's a big one. It's Sporting SP taking on Ceci.
Be back with us. It will deserve.
GoalBall is effort. GoalBall is passion. GoalBall is glory. Here, we love GoalBall. IBSA GoalBall European Championships Group B, Portugal 2022.